Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in number 8. Last episode, we lost the Heartbreaker to the Moonstars over at Big Sky 6-5 on a walk-off run for the Moonstars by a single by Roydus Johnson. We had a 5-2 lead going into the 8th inning. An unearned run caused by an error by Captain Stump Hits came in to make it 5-3. Then in the 9th, Persimmon Farmer gave up the game-tying home run, a 2-run shot to Clever Buff, his second of the game, and then gave up the walk-off single to Roydus Johnson later in the inning, 6-5, ending our 5-game winning streak and setting us down to 5-2. But we do keep our half-game lead over the Hot Corners, who are 5-3. With that, we come into the last game here in the first half of the season. We are on the road again for our 6th and final consecutive road game here of this road trip. We'll be playing the Sandcats for the only time this year. On the mound for us is Malaya Ellison, who got the win her first time out, 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. And on the other side, it is the ace for the Sandcats, Arf Mason, who we beat up on in the playoffs last year, 0-1 with a 3.09 ERA and a 1.46 WHIP. Batting lineup for today will look like this. Shortstop Masha Donga will lead off, followed by DH Stump Pitts. Batting third, he'll fully healed from his groin injury, is first baseman Harsh McFreddy. He's at first base. Then it is center fielder Nico Jennings in the cleanup role once again as he is locked in still. Right fielder Hester Reliable homered twice last game. Will be in the backup position for Herpy Nixon, who is tense. Batting sixth, second baseman Cole the Fishman Salmon. Batting seventh, left fielder Martin Polbean. Batting 8th and 10th is catcher Effort Ho, and batting 9th at third base is Colton Burnett. Let's get it on here as we're going to send Ellison out there to look for her second start of the year. Ellison is looking for her 10th consecutive regular season victory, as she is 4-0 in the last 2 years, and she has won her first start this year as well, so looking for her 10th consecutive victory. Let's see if she will get it done. Alrighty, and the Sandcats are ready. Let's get it on. Sandcats coming into this contest 3-5 in last place in their division. We're in first place in ours with a 5-2 record. Donga, Pitts, and McFreddy do up first here against Mason as we're looking to get it on. Shortstop Donga leading off, hitting .286 on the year with a homer and an RBI. Pitching line for Arf Mason this season looks like this. He is 0-1 in his 2 starts, 3.09 ERA and a 1.46 WHIP, 4 earned runs given up in 11 2/3 innings pitched. Average of just under 6 innings to start, 9 hits given up, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 8 and struck out 9 batters. Batting average against is .209 on the year, second best in the rotation. He's ready, Donga's ready, let's go. Strike away on the heater, 0-1. Ball down and away is just outside, 1-1. Changeup Donga's out in front of it, 1-2. Fastball up and in is chased, popped up the short. Jackson there to make the catch, 1 down. Brings up the DH Stump Hits today, the captain hitting .407 with 4 RBIs. No longer locked in with the fielding error he made last game. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Good take low, 2-1 the count to Pitts. Outside ball 3-1. Slider inside is turned on and skied to right field. Over for it is Bambino to make the catch, 2 down. Now we'll bring up Harsh McFreddy, the first baseman. Took the last 2 games off to heal up from a groin injury he suffered earlier in the season. 3.48 ERA with average with 4 RBIs on the year. Batting in the 3 slot today. Cutter outside from Mason, ball 1. Cutter's in there this time, 1-1. Slider away, line in the right field, and that is a base hit. Freddie is the first hit today for the Freebooters. He's on to extend the inning with 2 down for Nico Jennings, center fielder locked in the cleanup slot today, hitting .515, 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. Change it below the knees, ball 1. Fastball up, line hard to third, but Kawaguchi there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Booters, but nothing happens. Bottom 1, Kawaguchi, Bacon, and Snell do up against Ellison. Leading off is the third baseman Kara Kawaguchi, who made the nice catch there to end the first inning on fire, hitting .476 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs on the year. Look at Ellison's numbers on the season. In her one start, she got the win, 1.29 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. She gave up 2 runs in her start, only one of them earned. 7 innings pitched, 8 hits given up, 4 strikeouts recorded, and a batting average against .276. Pretty solid in her first start. Lineup for the Sandcats look like this. After Kawaguchi, it is the center DH today, actually, Willie Bacon, the normal center fielder. Batting third is the second baseman, Spit Snell, returning to the lineup. Batting fourth, new free agent acquisition shortstop Juice Jackson at a backup position. He's normally a third. Batting fifth, again returning, is right fielder Hovind Bambino. Batting sixth and returning is center fielder Auguste Jeterson. Batting seventh, returning is the captain, first baseman Hercules Bentley, an original member of the roster along with Kawaguchi. Batting eighth, backup catcher Anton Goodwood getting the start. And batting ninth, left fielder new addition Buck Swiner, the former Moose product. Ellison ready, here we go. First pitch curveball grounding in the hole short. Dongo's got to hurry as Kawaguchi's got some wheels in time to get her one down. Nice play. Next up is Bacon, the DH, hitting .233 on the season, 2 RBIs on the year. Willie, the twin brother of infielder Wally Bacon on the Herbisaurs roster. Liner to second, leaping is Salmon on the first pitch to make the stop. 2 down, and that'll bring up Snell. 2 down, nobody on. After 2 pitches. 154 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the season for Snell, not hitting well as of late. Looking to turn his season around in the second half. Change it down at the knees, 0-1 as this is the first game of the second half for the Sandcats on the season. Fastball down and in line to third. Burnett leaps, makes the catch, and that robs Snell of the base hit. 1-2-3 inning for Ellison as we head to the second. Reliable Salmon and Polbean do up. This game will be the beginning of the second half for the Sandcats as they look to get out of last place. For us, it is last game of our first half as we look to hang on to our division lead. Here's Reliable, the right fielder today. 2 homers last game. He's hitting .433, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Both his hitting traits active, low pitch and power versus right-hander. Let's see how it goes. In the lineup because once again, Herpy Nixon cannot find a way to get on base this year. And he has to sit out because of his tense mojo. Change-up call to strike at the knees, 1-1. Cutter high for a strike, 1-2. Fastball up, swung late by Reliable as he was looking low, and that's the first punch out for Mason, 1 down. Brings up the second baseman, Cole the Fishman Salmon, batting 6th today. Hitting .406 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs on the year. Curveball's outside, ball 1. Change-up outside from Mason, 2-0 the count to the inside pitch specialist. Cutter down the middle, 2-1. Slider caught the outer third, 2-2. Change-up down, and then he swung through it, strike 3 as he was looking fastball. 2 down, back-to-back punch-outs for Mason. 2 on the day, and that'll bring up left fielder Martin Polbean, batting in the 7th slot today, hitting .276 with an RBI on the year. Cutter inside from Mason, ball 1. Curveball bounces at the plate, 2-0. Change it down the middle, rip it down the line, but Polbean's early, 2-1. Slider up, hit, line past Mason's glove, base hit in the center field. Polbean gets his first hit today, second for the Freebooters, as that extends the inning for the catcher, Everett Ho. 8th in lineup today is Tense, hitting .280 with 1 homer, 3 RBIs, 0 for 4 last game for us. Outside pitch specialist takes a curveball in the inner third, 0-1. Slider away, line to first, right at Bentley, who's holding the runner, and that ends the inning. Bottom 2, Jackson, Bambino, and Jeterson do up. Here's free agent acquisition shortstop Juice Jackson, hitting .300 on the season with 1 homer, which was a solo shot. It's his only RBI of the season so far. Slider inside, down and in, is fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down and away, fouled off again as Jackson chases it, 0-2. Up and in, chased it inside, strike 3. Ellison gets her first punch out today, 1 down. Bring up right fielder Hovind Bambino, batting .043 on the season. He, much like Snell, is also struggling to put the ball in play, for hits anyway. That was Ellison's 5th punch out of the season. Fastball ways outside, ball 1. Slider down and then it's called strike from Ellison, 1-1. Ball middle away. Hard ground to the third. Burnett dives to his left to cut it off. He gets up and fires. In time, 2 down. Ellison locked in. Bambino tense, and then I bring up Jeterson, the center fielder. Auguste hitting .323 on the year. No long balls yet. He has 3 RBIs on the year, though. He's batting 6 today for the Sandcats. Changed up and away is high. Ball 1. Down and in. Check swing at the knees. 1-1. Up and in. Fouled off by Jeterson as he pulls it foul. 1-2. Top bat activates for Jeterson here. Down in the way, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Ho picks it up off the dirt and fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. 2 punch outs for Ellison in the inning, and she has a 1-2-3 second to the third. Burnett, Donga, and Pitts do up. Here's the 9-hitter today, third baseman Colton Burnett, hitting .414 on the year, 5 RBIs for the sophomore player, keeping up his good hitting that he carried over from his rookie season. Takes a strike at the letters on the heater, 0-1. Chase that high, 0-2. Curveball's inside from Mason, 1-2. Fastball up and away, hit down the third base line, off the diving Kawaguchi's glove, and that's going to be a fair ball for Burnett. He will be on with a leadoff single. Third hit for the Freebooters today, and that'll bring up Donga, 0-1 with the ground out her first time up. Slider outside, ball 1. Pick off first, nothing doing as Burnett gets back. Curveball at the knees, line through the middle as it faces through Mason's body. Base hit for Donga, she's 1 for 2. First and second now with nobody out. Freebooters in business here in the third, and that'll bring up Pitts, 0-1 today. I flew out to right field his first time up. Change up at the knees, he lines out to left center field. That cuts away from Jeterson, and that's going to be in the gap for extra bases. It's on his way to second. Will beat Jeterson's throw as the run scores, and it's 1-0 Freebooters as Burnett comes in from second. Donga at third. 2 in scoring position with still nobody out for McFreddy. Singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Curveball at the knees. McFreddy lines it left center field. Jeterson will run this one down this time for the first out as both runners will tag in advance. It's a sac fly for McFreddy. 2-0. Hits the third, and that'll bring up Jennings, who's 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. Slider inside, ball 1. Cutter up, swung late, 1-1. Cutter up, lined at the middle, and that's a base hit for Jennings as he will drive in. Pitts from third. RBI single makes it 3-0 as he's now 1 for 2, and Mason is tense after the third run he's given up this inning. Brings up the right fielder Hesta Reliable, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Steeler active for Jennings over at first as that cutter's way inside from Mason, ball 1. Runner goes. Slider down and then is inside. Throw down is late. Stolen base for Jennings. For Nico, that is his third attempt to steal this season. He is 2 for 1. Ball has a 2-0 count. Cutter at the knees, turned on and ripped the right center field on the line. Peterson going over makes the catch in the gap for the second out. Jennings will get back in time to avoid the double play. Brings up the fishman Cole Salmon, 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. Early on the changeup as that slider's outside from Mason, ball 1. Cutter is high and away, 2-0. Cutter up, swung late, 2-1 the count. Curveball's outside, but it caught the zone, 2-2. Slider away, Salmon fouls it off. Stays alive, 2-2. Fastball up and in, hard chopper to short. Jackson to first with it, and that will end the inning. Freebooters, though, get 4 hits and 3 runs as they take a 3-0 lead. Bottom 3, Bentley, Goodwood, and Swiner do up against Ellison. Here's Bentley, the first baseman leading off the inning, batting in the 7th slot. He also is struggling this year to make onto home base. He's batting 192 with an RBI on the season. Curveball down and away. It's popped up left field down the line. Polby near the walls calling for it. Catch, 1 down. So the 8-hitter, backup catcher Anton Goodwood, the veteran, hitting .217 with 1 homer, which was his only RBI of the season. Fastball middle in, lined in the left center, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Lead off. That'll be a single for Ella Goodwood, the first hit given up by Ellison today, and that'll bring up left fielder Buck Swiner. 9-hitter coming over from the Moose in the offseason, hitting .259 with 1 homer, 1 RBI. Ball down and in the first pitch, ripped foul on the ground, 0-1. Fastball down and away, caught a strike at the knees, 0-2. Up and in, ripped into right field, that's a base hit for Swiner. Back-to-back hits for the Sandcats, put them in business with 1 down. Brings up the on-fire Kawaguchi, 0-for-1 with the ground out the shortstop, her first time up. Fastball up and away, chased high by Kawaguchi, 0-1. Curveball inside, taken, 1-1. Slider down and in the dirt, 2-1. Fastball away, fouled off by Kawaguchi, 2-2. Up and in, grounded in the hole to short. Donga dives and cuts it off, has to hurry. Late, it's an infield single for Kawaguchi, and the bases are loaded. Ellison no longer locked in as that brings up Bacon, he's 0-for-1. Lined out his first time up. Fastball down and away, line to short. Right at Sam, that makes the catch, 2 down. Bases remain loaded, and then I bring up Snell, who also lined out his first time up as he is tense. Whipped a hard one to third base that was robbed of him by Colton Burnett. Up and away, high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, low, 2-0. Down and away, grounded softly to short. Donga charges, fields it, fires. In time, and that ends the inning as Ellison loads the bases but strands the loaded to the 4th. 3-0 the score. Polbean, Ho, and Burnett do up against Mason. Polbean, 1-for-1 today with a single. Fastball outside, changeup outside for Mason, ball 1. Cutter at the knees, low by Polbean, 2-0. Fastball away, line to first, right at Bentley, 1 down. Next up is Ho, he's 0-for-1 today. Lined out to first, his first time up. Change it down and in, 0-1. Chase the changeup inside, 0-2. Changeup inside again, ripped foul, still 0-2. Mason no longer tense as that fastball's inside, 1-2. Slider up and away, line to left center field in the gap, but running it down is Jeterson, 2 down. Brings up Burnett, 1-for-1 today with a single. Changeup down and away is low, ball 1. Changeup down the middle, ripped foul on the ground, 1-1. Chased it up and in on the fastball, 1-2. Fastball down and in, bloop to left center field, another single for Burnett as it bloops in. Swiner cuts it off and gets it in. Burnett 2-for-2 as Mason is tense once again. Brings up Donga, single the last time up, she's also 1-for-2. Slider in the dirt for Mason, ball 1. Fastball up, Donga lines it off the first baseman's leaping glove. Bentley recovers and taps the bag, and that ends the inning. Good reactions to save extra bases and a run. Bottom 4. Still 3-0. Jackson, Bambino, and Jeterson do up. There's Jackson 0-for-1 today. Ellison locked in again after stranding the bases loaded last inning with only 1 down. Slider down and in. Check swing at the knees, 0-1. Down and away. Jackson out early on it. Pulls it foul, 0-2. Fastball up and in. Fouled off by Jackson, still 0-2. Curve up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch out for Jackson today. Third for Ellison. 2 down, or 1 down in the inning, and I'll bring up Bambino, 0-for-1. Fastball down and away is outside to Bambino, 0-1. He's now tense after lining out his last time up. Change it down and in at the knees, 1-1. Slider away, swung through it by Bambino, 1-2. Fastball up and in, lined up the middle base hit for Bambino. He's now 1-for-2. He's back to neutral, and that'll bring up Jeterson, who struck out his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Chased the curveball in the dirt. Down and away, and the first pitch is swung through by Jeterson, who's looking fastball 0-1. Up it inside on the check swing, 1-1. Up and away is high, 2-1. Slider down and in, chopped foul by Jeterson, 2-2. His tough out activates again for the center fielder. That's up and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Down and away is low and outside, full count. Up and in, chased it inside again, strike 3. Fourth punch up for Ellison today, 2 down. That'll bring up Bentley, who's 0-1. Fastball down and away is outside, ball 1. Slider down and in, chopped foul by Bentley behind the plate, 1-1. Down and away, line down the left field line, into the corner. Fair ball as it kicks up the chalk. Single for Bentley as that puts runners at first and third with 2 down. Here's Goodwood, who singled his first time up and now has RBI man active. He's 1-1. Down and in the first pitch is a called strike, going 1. Ellison gets ahead. Fastball outside, low, ball 1. Slider up and in, taken, 2-1. Ball down and in, chopped on the ground at first. McFreddy dives and cuts it off. Beats Goodwood to the bag, and that ends the inning. As once again, Ellison strands the runners at the corners. To the 5th, it's 3-0 still. Pitts, McFreddy, and Jennings do up. There's Pitts, 1 for 2, double and an RBI today. Also flown out. Cutter low for Mason, ball 1. Mason has struck out 2 batters so far today. He's given up the 3 runs. He's also given up 7 hits. No walks, though, today for the Ace. Change-up's outside, 2-0. Change-up low, 3-0. Outside fastball caught the zone, 3-1. Change-up is low, ball 4. First walk for Mason today. It's on to lead off the inning, and that'll bring up McFreddy. Sack fly and RBI last time up. He's also singled today, 1-1. Change-up is high from Mason, ball 1. Curveball below the knees is chopped to second. Snell flips to Jackson 1 on to first, double play. Both base runners retired, and that'll bring up Jennings, 1 for 2. RBI single last time up. Cutter inside for Mason, ball 1. Outside with it this time, 2-0. Caught the corner, this time away, 2-1. Changed away, dribbled the second, easy play for Snell, and that ends the inning. Walk given up by Mason as erased on the double play, gets through the 5th. Bottom 5, Swiner, Kawaguchi, and Bacon do up. There's Buck Swiner, 1-1. Singled in his only plate appearance so far today. First pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-0. Down and away, chopped on the ground to third. Burnett charges and fires. 1 down. Swiner retired. Brings up Kawaguchi, 1 for 2 with a single. Singled her last time up as well. Infield variety is Donga made a nice diving stop in the hole, shortstop, but Kawaguchi's speed beat out the throw. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Ball down and away. Blooper to short. Donga there on the pop fly makes the catch, 2 down. Soft line drive, if you will. Now bring up Bacon, 0 for 2. Grounded out with the bases loaded last time up. Fastball up and away is outside, ball 1. Slider down and away. Bacon crushes it dead right center field. He got all of that slider, and that is gone. Leaked back over the middle of the plate, and Bacon crushes it for his first home run of the year. Willie makes it a 3-1 game as the Sandcats are on the board. Brings up Snell. He's 0 for 2 today. Ellison no longer locked in after the home run. Curveball down and in bounces. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Chopped to short. Donga charges, fields it, fires. In time to end the inning, Allison gives up her first run on the solo homer to Bacon, but it's still a 3-1 game to the 6th. Reliable Salmon and Polbean go up against Mason. Here's Reliable, 0 for 2 today. Slider inside for Mason, ball 1. Inside again with it, 2-0. Changeup up, rip foul by Reliable, 2-1. Chased it high on the heater, 2-2. Fastball up, Reliable goes with it, left center field. He's looking for the gap, and he will split the fielders for extra bases. Swiner misplays it off the wall, but gets it in. It's a double from Reliable. Leadoff man in scoring position for Salmon with none down, who's 0 for 2. Salmon is popped out and struck out. Curveball down and in, he sits on it, drives it dead center field. He got all that one. Cannonball coming at you into the forest. Cole, the Fishman Salmon, has his 3rd home run of the year as he crushes the first pitch curveball. And that gives us 2 runs and makes it a 5-1 game as we get that 1 plus some insurance. That'll bring up Polbean, 1 for 2. And that'll do it for Arf Mason as he goes 5+ innings, giving up 5 earned runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. In line for the losses coming out of the bullpen is right-hander Tia Mayfair, the former Crocodons reliever. Making another appearance on the year. She is juiced right now, feeling herself. Polbean, 1 for 2 today. Will be the first batter to face her. Looking at Mayfair's numbers in her 3 appearances, no runs given up for Mayfair. She also has no record. A 1.60 whip with 5 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, 3 walks, and she has struck out 3 batters. Batting average against .263 is actually the 2nd worst out of the bullpen, but not by much. Polbean, 1 for 2 today, is singled, and last time up he lined out to first base. Curveball at the knees from Mayfair, 0-1. Changeup in the dirt, chased by Polbean, 0-2. Curveball at the knees, pulled in the hole to short. Jackson backhands it, fires. In time, 1 down. Brings up Ho, he's 0 for 2 today, still looking for his first hit on the contest. Flew out last time up. Fastball inside for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Ho goes with the pitch, lines it into right field. Cannonball coming at you in the first rows. It's just over the high wall. Effort Ho breaks out of his hitless slump as he was 0 for his last 6 at-bats. 2nd homer of the year for Ho, and that makes it a 6-1 game. Next up is Colton Burnett. Sophomore is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Fastball high for Mayfair, ball 1. Change away, line at the middle, diving is Snell to make the stop. He hurries with it and gets Burnett out. 2 down, nice play. Next up is Dongo, 1 for 3 with a single. Curveball at the knees, dribbled to second. Easy play for Snell, and that ends the inning. Freebooters, though, get 3 runs on 2 homers, knocking Arf Mason out of the game and giving Tia Mayfair her first run of the season, giving up 6-1 to the bottom of the 6th. Jackson, Bambino, and Jeterson up against Ellison, who's looking for the quality start. Giving up 6 hits and 4 strikeouts at this point. 1 run on the homer. That'll bring up Juice Jackson, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts today for Juice. Fastball down and in the dirt, ball 1. Well, down in the way, Jackson fouls it back, 1-1. Slider up and away, chased it outside, 1-2. Change up and in, chased it inside, strike 3. Hat trick for Jackson. That is Ellison's, I believe, 5th punch out today. Brings up Bambino, 1 for 2 today with a single. Fastball down below the knees, ball 1. Ball down and in, chop the 2nd. Salmon charges, fields it and fires. 2 down. Ellison locked in again, and that'll bring up Jeterson, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Change it down and in, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider up and away, chased it outside, 0-2. Well, down in the way, in the dirt, good eye from Jeterson, 1-2. Fastball up and in, check swing called, strike 3. Hat trick for Jeterson, 6 strikeouts today for Ellison, and that ends the inning as she has the quality start on the board. To the 7th, Pitts, McFreddy, and Jennings do up. There's Pitts, 1 for 2. Blocked his last time up, and then raced on a double play ball. He's also doubled in a run. Still has his contact for his right-hander trait active here against Mayfair. Fastball down the middle is let go, 0-1. Outside, check swing, good take, 1-1. Checking up low, rip foul by Pitts, 1-2, as that activates tough out for him. Fastball up and in, chased it high, strike 3. First punch out for Mayfair, 1 down. Brings up McFreddy, 1 for 2. Single, grounded into double play last time up. He's also hit a sac fly, driving in a run. Curveball at the knees, chopper to second. Snell charges and fires, 2 down. Next up is Jennings, 1 for 3. RBI single today. Change it down and in is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in, foul back, 0-2. Fastball up, line down the third base line, diving Kawaguchi to make the stop. She fires across the diamond to get Jennings, and that ends the inning 1-2-3 for Mayfair. Bottom 7, Bentley, Goodwood, and Swiner due up. There's Bentley, 1 for 2 today with a single. Reached base last time up. Fastball up and in, popped up on the first pitch behind the plate. Oh, calling for it in front of the backstop, makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Goodwood, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball down and away, lined at the middle, and that's a base hit for Goodwood. He's 2 for 3. Puts him on with 1 down here in the 7th for Swiner. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider down and in the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Fastball up and away, fools Swiner as he cuts through it, 1-1. Change it down and away, chopper back to the mound. Ellison to second, in time, 2 down. Swiner beats it out on the back end for the fielder's choice. He's on for Kawaguchi, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball up and in the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Bad jumps active for Swiner over there at first. Curveball down and in, bounces, 1-1. Slider down and away, outside, 2-1. Fastball up and in, chased high by Kawaguchi, 2-2. Change it down and in, swung through it, strike 3. 7th punch out today for Ellison, and that ends the inning with another 0. That knocks Kawaguchi down to locked-in mojo as we head to the 8th. It's still a 5-run game, 6-1 the score. Reliable Salmon and Pole being due up against Mayfair. Reliable 1 for 3 today, doubled his last time up. Takes fastball low, ball 1. Low again with the changeup this time, 2-0. Fastball to the east, swung late, 2-1 the count. Fastball away, line to third, right at Kawaguchi though, 1 down. Next up is Salmon, 2-run homer his last time up. Fishman's 1 for 3. That was his 3rd homer of the year. He's got a curveball in the low inside corner. Fastball at the knees away, 0-1. Fastball middle away, driven deep by Salmon, deep left center field. He got all of it. Home run cannonball coming at you over the high wall. 2nd multi-homer game of the year for Cole Salmon, as that is his 4th home run of the year. And the Fishman makes it 7-1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 52.
Next up, left fielder Martin Polbean, 1 for 3 today with a single. Grounded that his last time up. Fastball inside for Mayfair, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, hard rip on the ground at the middle, and that's a base hit for Polbean. He's 2 for 4, and that puts him at first with 1 down. Next up is Ho, 1 for 3, solo home run last time up off of Mayfair. Knocked himself out of tense mojo as he's back to neutral here. Fastball middle away, popped up. That's going to get out of play though on the right side. Ho just missed that one. 0-1. Fastball up and in, chased it high, 0-2. Fastball down and in, swung through it, strike 3. Punch out for Mayfair, her 2nd today. Ho tens once more, and that'll bring up Burnett, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Fastball up, lined at the middle, base hit past the diving Jackson in the center. 3rd hit today for Burnett. He is 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Now to flip it back to Dongo, 1 for 4 with a single today. Grounded out her last 2 times at the plate. Fastball up and in is high for Mayfair, ball 1. Change of chase low by Donga, fouled off, 1-1. Mayfair up over 30 pitches now out of the bullpen. Chased fastball away, 1-2. Change of down and in, pulled foul by Donga, still 1-2. Fastball at the knees, chased it below the knees, strike 3. Third punch out for Mayfair, she gets out of the inning, but only another run scores on the home run by Salmon, his second of the game. Fishman makes it 7-1 to the bottom of the 8th. Bacon, Snell, and Jackson do up against Ellison. Here's Willie Bacon, solo home run last time up, the only run so far for the Sandcats on a slider. Down and away, that just caught a little too much of the plate. Ellison looking to rectify that mistake. Fastball to letters for a called strike, going 1. Down and in, way out in front of it, 0-2. Curveball down and away in the dirt, bounces, 1-2. Here comes that slider outside, fouled off by Bacon this time. This is just out of his reach. Fastball up and in, chased it high, strike 3. 8th punch out for Ellison today, 1 down. So Snell 0 for 3 today, still tense. Change up and in, taken high, ball 1. Fastball down and the way is low, 2-0. Ball down and in, check swing at the knees, 2-1. Slider up and away, chased it by Snell, 2-2. Fastball at the knees, away, fouled off, Snell stays alive. 2-2 pitch coming, change up and in, Snell pulls it foul, out of play, still 2-2. Ball down and in, chop foul again, staying alive. Slider up and away, chased it outside, strike 3. 9th punch out for Ellison, 2 down. 3rd in a row, and that'll bring up Jackson 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and he is now tense. Fastball down and away, Jackson swings through it, 0-1 as he's late. Curveball down and in, inside, 1-1. Change up and in, check swing inside, good take from Jackson, 2-1. Fastball away, outside, 3-1. Slider low, ball 4. First walk today for Ellison as Jackson will reach. He's back to neutral, now to bring up Bambino, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Curveball down and in, fouled off by Bambino, 1-1. Change up and away, Bambino fouls it back, 1-2. That was the 100th pitch from Ellison. Here comes number 101. Slider down and away, swung through it, strike 3 in the dirt. Ho picks it up and fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. I believe that was the 10th punch out today for Ellison as she gets through the 8th scoreless. That is her 4th consecutive out, recorded by a strikeout to the 9th. 7-1 still the score. Pitts, McFreddy, and Jennings do up. Here's Pitts, 1 for 3. He's doubled, walked, and drove in a run today. Mayfair staying out there to start the 9th. Change by the letters, 0-1. Curveball below the knees, chopped to second. Snell barehands it on the charge and fires, 1 down. Next up is McFreddy, 1 for 3 with an RBI on a sac fly and a single today. Curveball at the knees, hard rip to short. Jackson backhands and fires, 2 down. These are Jennings, 1 for 4 with an RBI single today. Fastball up, swung through it, 0-1. Fastball up and in, breaks the bat, chopper to 3rd. Kawaguchi up the line, backhands and fires, 1-2-3 inning for Mayfair. She gets through the 9th. Bottom 9, it's still a 6-run game. Jeterson, Bentley, and Goodwood do up as Ellison done after 8 innings. 1 run given up on the home run, 1 walk, 7 hits, and 10 strikeouts today. A very solid quality start from Ellison. Jeterson 0 for 3 today is tense. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be left-hander Christian Tucker, the mop-up man. Tucker, 3 appearances on the year, no record, a 5.40 ERA and a 1.80 whip, 3 earned runs given up in 5 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered, 1 walk, and he has struck out 5 batters. Batting average against his .364, highest out of the bullpen as he looks to shut the door here in the 9th. We're also going to bring in Parker Freeman to play backup play catcher as he is tense. We are going to move Reliable to shortstop. And we are going to bring in Ferguson off the bench to play left as Paul Beam will move to right. First time Jeterson will face a lefty here today. Strike the knees on the heater, 0-1. Jeterson is 0 for 3 today, and he has struck out 3 times. He, like Jackson, also has the hat trick. Jackson able to walk his last time at the plate. Jeterson with the 1-1 count here. Change up and in. Jeterson fouls it back. 1-2. Tough out active again. Fastball up and away. Chased strike 3, and that is the golden sombrero for Auguste Jeterson, as he has struck out 4 times today. First punch out for Tucker. 1 down, and that'll bring up Bentley. 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball middle in is lined in the left center field, looking for the gap. Bentley got a good swing on it. It's in the seats, right over the low wall. It's a solo shot. Tucker was the only reliever not to give up a home run for us this year, but that is now over. First of the year for Bentley, and makes it 7-2. Brings up Goodwood, 2 for 3, 2 singles on the line score today. Curveball away is a called strike, going 1. Fastball up and in, popped up behind first. Freddie over. Calls off Salmon for the second out of the inning, and I'll bring up Swiner. 1 for 3 with a single. He's the last chance here for the Sandcats. Change it down and in on the first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off 0-2. Ball down and away, hard ground up the middle, base hit as Swiner will extend the game with his second hit. He's 2 for 4, second single. That will activate bad jumps for him as Kawaguchi up next, 1 for 4 with a single. Struck out Swinger last time up, knocking her down to locked in Mojo. Curveball down and in. Grounded to short, right over Liable. He'll fire to first in time, and that ends the inning as the Freebooters win 7-2 over the last place Sandcats. They fall to 3-6, and we get back on the winning ways as we're up to 6-2 here, going 5 for 6, 5-1 on our road trip. Pretty solid day for our offense as we converted our hits into runs. Thanks a lot in part to some homers. Sandcats only 2 solo homers for them as they could not string their hits together when they got them. Ellison with a quality start out there. Everybody in the lineup got hits today that started. Freeman and Ferguson did not get to bat. 3-hit day for Colton Burnett, 2-homer day for Cole Salmon as he drives in 3 runs. Solo homer for Effort Ho. And RBIs also for Pitts on a double, McFreddy on a sac fly, and Jennings on a single. On the other side, hitless today were Snell, Jackson, and Jeterson. 2 hits for Bentley, Goodwood, and Swiner, bottom 3 in the lineup. Solo homer for Bentley and Bacon, the only runs. Jeterson 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts. He gets the golden sombrero. Juice Jackson 0 for 3, drew laws a walk, but strikes out 3 times for the hat trick. Pitching lines, Malaya Ellison, 8 innings, 7 hits and earned run, a walk, 10 strikeouts and a homer. Her second quality start of the year. She improves to 2-0. Christian Tucker, an inning out of the pen. He gives up the solo homer to Bentley. 2 hits total and 1 strikeout recorded for him. On the other side, Arf Mason, the ace, 5 innings plus, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts and a homer. He falls to 0-2. Mayfair, 4 innings of relief, 4 hits, 2 earned runs on 2 solo homers, and 3 strikeouts recorded. As she gets her first runs counted against her, she's up to a 2 ERA, but she gets no decision. Player of the game, Cole Salmon with his 2 homers. No argument there for the Fishman, followed by Malaya Ellison with her quality start, 10 strikeout day, and Hercules Bentley had a solo homer. He went 2 for 4 for the Sandcats. He'll finish 3rd. Very good, solid outing after a couple days away for us. Love to see it. And we're back in the win column, which is also lovely to see. That makes us 6-2, and we have a full game lead here on the Hot Corners at the end of the first half of the regular season. One of 5 teams with 5 wins or more. The only team, I believe, with 6 wins so far as we sim up to the next contest here. Hot Corners will be taking on Sawtooth, 2 5-win teams. Squaring off. Both pretty even in terms of run differential. Sawtooth at +1, Hot Corners at -1, and the Sawtooth crush them 6-1. Blowfish then taking on the Moose. Blowfish get their 6th win as they shut them out 1-0. And that one doesn't matter to us as the Nemesis improved to 7-2. They have the league's best record here so far through 9 games. As they beat the second place Crocodons in that matchup. That was a very back and forth close game into extras. Currently we have a 1.5 game lead on the Hot Corners who lose in the simulation today though Sawtooth. That's great for us. Extends our lead. Herbivores do not play, so they sit at 4-4 at the end of the first half. Moose lose. They fall to 3.5 back at 3-6. And the Wild Pigs are pretty much out of it at 1-7, not having a great season. Alright, next time up, it's going to be the Sirloins for us. Our first home game in a long time. We'll kick off the second half of our season as the injured Pat Griffin will toe the rubber. 0-1 with an 18 ERA and a 3.25 whip. He took a line drive to the face last time out. Managed to get a no decision, in which we ended up winning that game, I believe. Jem Kulita, the ace for the Sorlings, will be on the mound to face him. 1-1 with a 2.77 ERA, 1.46 whip for the former Herbisaur's ace. Looking around the league, Mick Steele signs to the Sandcats as they cut their longtime captain, first baseman Hercules Bentley, despite having a home run in that game. Alright, well, that's it. And a whole lot of player developments come up, so let's take a look at these here. I like this one for Polbean. I'm planning on getting this. I wish I could get this one for Lafayette, but unfortunately it's too expensive and I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to be here. This one for Salmon is a dumb one, so we're not going to worry about that one. I do like this one for Griffin. That is one he definitely needs, but we're not going to have enough time to coop up that money unless we sacrifice the fielding here for Polbean. Brown, that's a dumb one. We're not going to worry about that. And Farmer, it's the same upgrade she just did last time out. It's pretty cheap. It's a nice fallback option. So even if we save up for this one for Griffin, we're hoping beyond hope that after next game, this one is still here, because it'll need 2 games to have enough money for it. I don't think we're going to get enough, so I'm just going to cut our losses here and get this one for Polbean to improve his fielding a bit. It's +6, which is fine. He was already a pretty solid fielder to begin with, and he does not get utility. If he had got that, he could play right field without any penalty. That would have been nice, but take what we can get. Alrighty, let's set the lineup here, call it a day. Here's what it'll look like next time. It'll be Colton Burnett leading off at third base, followed by Stump Pitts at the DH role batting second again. Freddie will bat third and first base again. Jennings will bat fourth, still locked in center again. Reliable at shortstop this time, still batting fifth. Ho's going to come out as Parker Freeman will be on to bat sixth at the catcher position. Martin Polbean will bat seventh in left field. Cole, the Fishman Salmon, is 2-homer day. He'll bat eighth. And Herbie Nixon back in the lineup in right field. He will bat number 9 as Donga and Ho go to the bench, both of them tense. And Ho a little bit tired. That'll do it for this episode, guys. It was a good, nice, solid, quality win. 7-2. Ellison, 10 strikeout day, 8 innings, 1 run given up. Very, very solid outing. Multi-homer day for Cole the Fishman Salmon as we take care of business against the last place Sandcats. Finish the first half at 6-2 and have a 1.5 game division lead. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going in the second half as we finally return home to Lafayette Corner. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Thank you for tuning in.